Park, Hong Kong, for the Four Nations Netball Tournament 2018. It's day one, game one, between Ireland and Singapore. And to welcome the Irish team, first up we have Jan Hines, goal shooter. Chris Tuatali, goal attack. Fran Duffy, wing attack. Kirsty Owens, centre. Kate Birmingham, wing defence. Jeffrey Hare Slater, who is captain, goal defence. And Katie Walton. And Kira Murphy and Brittany North. You'll notice that the Irish team are wearing black armbands. Trish Fanning unfortunately can't make the tour due to urgent family matters at home, so they're wearing those black armbands as a show of respect. The team Singapore. Goal shooter Charmaine So. Goal attack. Toe far away. Wing attack. Kennedy in. Centre. Rule Mazura. And captain Vanessa Lee with defence. And in Akira goal defence. And Melanie Toe at goalkeeper. With Rina Yanti, Siti Nurshwala, and Sheena Toe. And your umpires in the game from Australia, Nathan Bentley, and from Lesotho, Chikatsa Napole. And the reserve umpire from Australia, Justin Barnes. So now the anthem of Ireland.
Welcome to the inaugural Four Nations competition between Hong Kong, Singapore, Ireland and Grenada. I'm Sharon Hancock and with me is Chris Pennington and we'll be commentating on today's game. Ireland have now got the first goal and they're back to start a really thriller of a game. Okay, with they're both being evenly matched with winning one game each in the recent Nations Cup. Our umpires tonight are Nathan Bingley and Shikatsa Lepole, and with the reserve Justin Barnes. So now Singapore's got ball. Oh, back to turnover, back down.
Great start for Ireland.
Yes, definitely is a great start, and they're off. Huge defence with the Singaporeans. They're missing their really tall keeper, Lily. Second goal, so 2-0 to Ireland. We're off again. This is the first time Hong Kong has actually ever hosted 4 countries. We've had 6 years of the Tri-Nations, and it's great to see us having two overseas countries that are not actually from Asia. Singapore, it is also their first time that they have actually ever participated in this competition. So fantastic to see.
Yeah, Sharon, it's actually increased this time. Last year was 3 nations, this year it's 4 nations. So it's great to see it growing. It could even be more next year.
Yes, well, I think we still be limiting it to 4 countries at the moment, but you know, with the live feed for the very first time, as well as the commentary, we are trying to look to expand this and make it a more global tournament that everyone can watch. We have also Grenada from the Caribbean, which is fantastic. This is the first time that we've ever had someone from the Caribbean as well, and from the Europe region. Last year we had Zimbabwe, which was, you know, our first time we've ever had a non-Asian country, and it was fantastic to see all the different styles of game play that went on. And now Ireland is really on the attack. Ireland have 9 players attending. Unfortunately, one of their players, Chris Fanning, had to pull out at the last moment due to family reasons. So, you know, to be able to come and still participate is fantastic. It's now 3-0 to Ireland.
Ireland have a squad of 9, which is quite low, really. Singapore with a squad of 12, so a little bit more strength, having more players.
Let's see if they can keep this great momentum going on throughout the game as well.
Ireland are doing really well at the moment. They're
nice
we've just got an interception. You've got a lot more height with the Irish team as well, in comparison to the Singapore. Whether that'll make the difference at the end, who knows? We'll wait and see.
Nice go. Singapore's they've had a couple of shots now and haven't been actually able to put it through. So, you know, vital points that they have to make. You know, the Irish are not giving them any room for mistakes. So let's... turnover.
Oh, it's an exciting game, Sharon, right from the beginning. Score 3-0 still to Ireland. And super overhead ball into the goal attack. Oh, she misses it. Still Irish ball for throwing. Okay, the umpire's just blown his whistle for a throw-in on the goal line.
Fighting it back, they've still got possession of that ball. Let's see if they can put it through this time.
Whoa! Unlucky.
Ireland look very hungry for the ball.
You know? They certainly do. It's now 4-0 to Ireland. I think the idea, the objective of the Irish team is to get in front as much as possible in the first quarter. You know, they've played Singapore twice. First game they lost by 1. Sacking
won,
this. Pardon?
They won by one.
They won by one. Yeah, they won by one.
And
then
finals.
I think they lost by quite a bit in the second game. So this is a revenge game for the Irish.
Yes.
So they're starting off. They've exploded out of the blocks.
Yeah. The Ireland team has actually been very used to the Asian style of play too, because they have participated in a number of Nations Cups against Singapore over the last few years. So they are used to the fast and the speed that we have. Ow.
Ouch. Ouch. Oh, we've now got a goal for Singapore, so it's 5-1 to Ireland still.
Straight down, you know.
Good defensive work by the goal defence. Okay, we've got a penalty now for the Ireland team. And the reliable goal shooter gets it in once again.
And I think the height of Jan Hines, who's the goal shooter for Ireland, is really paying off. She's got that advantage of just under half a head, and it's able them to get the ball into her pretty easily.
Yeah, they're very evenly matched, the goal shooter goal attack and the goalkeeper goal defence. In the Singapore attacking, but in the opposition, the Irish are much taller than the defence, which is bound to be an advantage.
Yes, I think Singapore are missing the height of Lily that usually plays there, because she is quite a tall player, but she did her ACL during the Nations Cup, so that's definitely a hole in this game at the moment.
Sure.
But Singapore, you never discount them. They always will come back and they will fight till the end.
Great interception by the Ireland goal defence. Whoa! An even better one by the Singapore goal defence. It's going to be a really competitive game at the minute. I hope this stays through all the quarters, Sharon. We're in for a cracker.
It would be wonderful to have, you know, all the teams are very, very evenly matched. You know, ranking-wise, and very close games have happened over the last thing. So the whole tournament is going to be a cracker, and you know, stay tuned, because we're live on YouTube. Every single match is on live here, and we've got some great commentators coming along as well.
Next game tonight, Hong Kong v Grenada.
Grenada starts at 8 o'clock. Tomorrow night we actually have the Hong Kong-Singapore Cup on as our main game at 8:15 after the opening ceremony. Another goal to Ireland, so 7-2.
Superb turnaround there from Ireland. Here we go, Singapore on the attack.
They're fighting, every single play is being fought hard.
But if you watch, Sharon, Singapore finding it harder to get it into the circle than the Ireland team are.
Yes.
Maybe it's the height difference that's making the difference at the moment.
So just to give you an idea of how close these teams are actually on the INF World Rankings, Singapore is actually our highly ranked team here. They're 19. Ireland are 22. Grenada are 23 and Hong Kong is 24 on the INF World Rankings. So all these games I expect to be pretty close and evenly matched.
Great.
So, great netball for us here. And it's great actually also to have some of the, you know, the best umpires around the world here as well to watch. You know, Chris, you're an umpire. And, you know, I know from my umpiring as well, just being able to watch these umpires in action is the best way to learn how to improve your own umpiring as well. So step call there, and it's back to Singapore ball.
Yeah, a little bit of footwork by by the Irish player.
Singapore finding it hard.
Oh,
it's a turnover.
Great anticipation.
Another footwork.
Oh, whoa, what's happening to the Irish?
the speed of the game.
Must be.
Because it is ferocious.
Yeah, really good defence though by the Irish girls,
Yes.
and now they've got a throw in from it. Superb.
It's actually great to watch them in the defence, and you know how they actually defend, and you know they're on top of those players as well. So for inspiring defences, and it just shows you how how you can actually improve your game by watching these players. You know, it's very hard in Asia to actually get to see this level of competition. And hopefully, you know, we'll have some good crowds over the weekend as well. And tonight, Grenada.
Definitely. There's lots of enthusiasm from, you know, girls, women in Hong Kong, so it'd be great to see them here watching. I'm sure they'll pick up lots of great hints and tips about how to improve their own game.
We actually have over 2,000 players here in Hong Kong playing, and 100 teams in our junior leagues, and 70 teams approximately in our ladies league as well. So you know, it is growing, and we're looking at growing our grassroots as well, just to improve. You know, the aim is to improve and grow and make this the premier women's sport in Hong Kong.
Well, I think having a nice mix of Hong Kongers plus expats, I think it really raises the standard of the game.
Yep. See, even in Ireland's team, you know, I do know the goal defence was originally from the captain, was originally from Australia, but she's been in Ireland for over 10 years.
Yeah.
Now, you know, the goal attack is a New Zealander, I believe. So, you know, but,
she is Chris Tuagwa.
Yeah.
Tuagwa. I think that's how you pronounce it. Whoa! Unlucky. That was a really good effort by Owens to keep that one in. She's playing centre for Ireland at the minute.
She almost took out the commentary booth too. Just stopped slightly beforehand.
Yeah, we may see her a little bit later as a wing defence. She plays both centre and wing defence for Ireland. Oh, they've turned over the ball now, Ireland again. They are definitely on the front foot in this quarter. Great interception though by the goalkeeper. It's a throw in now for Ireland. Whoa.
Oh, nice defence from Singapore.
Oh gosh, the ball's gone over a third, Sharon, so it's a throw in now for Ireland, so they got the ball back. Keep it go. Here it goes. A lovely overhead to the goal shooter. Another goal scored for Ireland. They're now 10-3, so they're really pushing on.
And Singapore's got the centre with 1:50 to go. So almost getting towards the end of this quarter. We'd also like to do a special thing out to Joint Dynamics, who has actually provided the physio for Ireland. Due to cost reasons, Ireland couldn't bring over a physio, but Joint Dynamics here in Hong Kong is providing one of their own physios free of charge to the Irish team here during that stay.
Yeah, the Irish self-funded, Sharon. They've paid for the plane fares, the food, their accommodation.
We paid the food.
Okay, no. Yeah, Hong Kong have helped.
But yeah, no, that's
normally though.
Normally they have to pay for food and accommodation and all of that.
Yeah.
We are very lucky that we do have the support of the government here with the Leisure and Community Services Department, LCSD. They actually enable us to provide the accommodation and the food for all the teams here. So the teams only have to be able to find their airfares across.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, fantastic from that point of view, because it means that these teams that don't actually have a lot of funding can come across to these types of tournaments as well.
Oh, I was just going to say the Irish have got a penalty in the circle. Now we've got contact by the centre. Let's see if the goal attack can get it in. She's missed a few so far, and fortunately she's missed again.
So 17 seconds to go, and the Singaporeans are going to try and see if they can get a rush goal beforehand. So some ferocious play.
Whoa, another turnover.
They're going to do a quick shot.
Oh, not enough time left. Okay, that's the end of the really
First
exciting
quarter.
first quarter.
Yep, 11-3, and we'll come back after this quarter and continue the commentary. Okay, and now the teams are coming back on and for the second quarter, and Ireland are leading Singapore 11-3. Looking forward to this quarter to see if Ireland can keep the momentum or whether Singapore can claw back that lead to a closer one.
Okay, here we go. It doesn't look like we have any changes.
It's already turned over. So
wow. Oh, it's back again. Here we go. Singapore now on the attack.
They're both very hungry, these teams. They're out to have a good start. And
still struggling to get it in though. Here we go. Oh, interception again from the centre, Owens.
Yeah, see the Irish captain who's playing goal defence, Genevieve Slater, has had 77 caps. So she's very experienced and well. She's keeping those players really, out of the game at the
Oh, they
moment.
scored now, so um, one for Singapore, so we're now up to 11-4. Irish, the Ireland team still leading. We've got a turnover now by Singapore, so it's a Singapore throw-in. Let's see what they can do with this. Oh! Turnover
Bad
again.
pass, and it's gone back to Ireland, and obstruction call there.
It's going backwards and forwards at the minute. Good work by the defence. It's a throw-in now for Ireland. Okay. Whoa. Great interception by the goal defence from Singapore. Was that Jermaine? No, sorry.
So now Ireland have got the ball and they're going to have another chance. Nice defence from Singapore to force the turnover.
I think Sharon, they had a good talking to by the coach at quarter time.
Yes.
So they look like they've upped the game a little bit.
Natalie Miller, she's only just come on board last year. Ruth Aitken had the team prior to that.
Oh, Champagne Shermaine has just attempted a shot at goal and missed. Well, she's got it in this time. So it's now 11-5. Singapore clawing it back slightly, slowly but surely.
Oh, another turnover.
It's an Ireland throw.
Ireland throw in.
There's a lot of high balls going into the circle to the goal shooter, but unfortunately her foot was out on the goal line, so it was a throw in to Singapore.
And Singapore changed their tactic there a little bit too. They had the two on the goal shooter and let the goal attack just stay out, just trying to shut her down with her height.
Well, so far the goal attacks missed quite a few, so it's forcing the goal shooter to shoot. So now they've become quite tactical on trying to stop the goal shooter. Singapore got it back. Whoa, a little bit of sloppy play by the Ireland team. Great zoning defence though by Ireland. It's really restricting the goal shooters. They're finding it hard to get the ball in the circle. Great shot by Champagne.
She's getting her eye in now.
Champagne Charmaine.
Sorry, we did pick that up from the Nations Cup feed. So we promise we won't use that too often. But we love it because, as in Hong Kong here, we do love our champagne as well, especially for celebrating.
I wonder who's going to celebrate after this game. It's too early to say.
Could go either way, yeah.
Bit too early to say at the minute.
Yep. 12-6 to Ireland now, and Singapore centre. Let's see if they can work it down. Ireland is definitely making them work.
Ooh.
With the goal defence having to come right down to help out.
That was a contact by goal attack from Ireland. Chris Tuagwa, which now has created another goal for Singapore. Maybe a few more indisciplines in this half for the Irish. That's maybe giving Singapore more ball, and therefore they've increased the score. It's now 12-7. Ireland still in the lead at the minute.
Chris, I'll let you know too, this feed is going across on the International Netball Federation site as well, so it's actually going worldwide. So, if you know anyone, you can actually share the links. It's on the Facebook International Federation. It's also on the Hong Kong Netball page as well. and our YouTube channel as well, which is the Hong Kong Netball YouTube channel. Just do a search for Hong Kong Netball, and all the games will be live, live to everyone, and they'll be able to watch them afterwards if they need to on catch up.
Yeah, and if any of my English friends are watching this in England, please share. Please share it around.
I know I've mentioned it to a few of my Aussie friends as well, so. And I'm sure our Singapore colleagues will be down there, will be watching this with anxious breath, especially after the close games in the Nations Cup.
Yeah, some great long passing by Ireland, getting it up the court. They are definitely more fluent at passing the ball up the court. Here we go. Oh, another miss by the goal shooter, but they still have the ball. And a score by the goal attack.
So the lead from the first quarter still continues. They haven't been able to quite claw it back, but they have been able to keep it at that level. So Singapore have now, just got to try and see if they can claw back a couple of goals in this quarter to make it a bit closer, so that they, in the last two quarters they can, hopefully, either become even or even get ahead.
Oh, goal shooters missed a couple now, Sharon, for Ireland. They need to be careful now. Okay, it's now a Singapore throw. Oh no, they've given it to Ireland, so it's an Ireland throw.
Ireland.
Let's see what they can do here. Here we've got the goal shooter, Jan Hines.
And it's in. Fantastic.
Yeah.
So
Singapore centre, here we go. Let's see if they can get it down. Different style to Ireland, getting it down the court.
It's a Singapore ball.
Oh, big contact by both players now.
No, stepping in.
Oh, okay.
Stepping in when she stepped in.
Great shot by the goal attack.
Well, I know the Singaporeans appreciated our sights here in Hong Kong yesterday. We were out at Ocean Park, on some of the big rides and that sort of thing. Great team bonding experience.
Super.
The Irish ladies were out at the Big Buddha and the cable car out on our Lantau Island. So they've all been taking in a few of the sights before coming here to play today as well. So, it's a little chilly here, but it's, still pretty nice clear days, which has been great for them. But it's now
super.
down to the serious stuff.
Oh, the long ball's going to come, no?
Yes.
Oh, there was some hesitation.
No.
An unlucky interception there. Another score by Singapore, so they are definitely gradually clawing this back.
Yep, 15-9. So still 6 difference, but Singapore is still looking, hungry and definitely still in the game.
Some good interception work by the Ireland team. Okay, a loose ball. Back to Singapore again. Here we go. Great defence though from Ireland. They are really stopping this ball moving down the court fluidly. It's going back, they're passing back because there's no one free coming forward. Here we go, here's an opportunity. Oh. Lucky contact there by the Ireland goal defence.
Just coming over from behind.
Genevieve, she's the centre for the Ireland team. 77 caps, whoa. She's 37 years of age. She's doing well. Great feed into the circle by the wing attack. The goal attack missed again and again. She's now got a contact, so she has a third attempt to get the ball.
I think
into the basket.
The Ireland team is a very good mixture of old and young players. So you've got the experienced players and you've got the young upcoming players, which is great.
Oh, she's
to
missed.
see.
That's unfortunate. As a shooter, you start to lose a bit of confidence if you're not getting the ball in the basket. There's some real close defence by the Singapore team.
And Singapore's got it back again now.
Some great contests going on.
So with 4 minutes to go, it's 15-10, and South Island have got the
turnover
ball
again.
back.
Great passing. Some loose defending there has allowed Ireland now to score. Oh, it looks like there's a timeout. There's a substitution by the Singapore team.
Teo is coming on, and
So's changed from goal shooter to goal attack.
Yep. Teo and Aquilia and Toe have come off to Singapore.
Some great defending by the Irish goalkeeper.
And Yu has come on as shooter. Yeah. So Yu Mei Ling has come in as shooter. And Charmaine So has moved out as goal attack.
There's some very close defence by the goalkeeper on the goal shooter, and the goal shooter's not too happy about it. She's looking at the umpire to look for a decision, but it's not coming forward. So I think she has to accept it and get on with the game. And she's just scored.
Yeah.
So we've now got Ireland 17, Singapore 10.
And this is what's great about this too, is that it actually exposes them to what the RUA umpires are actually expecting and what they do pull up. So what you tend to get at home is not always necessarily the same as what they are, what comes through on the higher level umpires that are trained all the time in this.
We've just had another loose ball, and Singapore have got the ball back. I think we've already had about 3 or 4 footwork in the first 2 quarters. Attempt at goal. Whoa.
And Charmaine has the ball back again. So 17-11 and an Island centre. Untouched. Singapore's got the ball.
I think a bit of lack of communication there with them from the Irish wing attack. Fran Duffy, wing attack for Ireland. She looks a solid player. Here we go. Singapore wanting to get on with it really quickly. They realise time's really important.
So it's down to 1:17. And Singapore is still 5 goals.
Great defensive work by Ireland. But another over a third, which advantage we've been played.
Singapore's got the ball again. Finding there's a lot of back and forth, a lot of turnovers.
Great shot by the goal attack. But the defence from Ireland are really pressurising them. So there's a lot of shot at goal from further away. Whereas the Ireland's goal shooter goal attack get it much closer to the post.
But they're not having the accuracy that the Singapore girls do.
Yeah, they really utilise it. The height of Hines as a goal shooter. Yeah. Okay. Time's running down, nearly 20 seconds left. And all Singapore can do is pass it short around. Great interception by the wing defence from Ireland. That's Birmingham. think she's
and
about the tallest player.
Big goal into the
Yeah,
circle.
exactly. And they've scored.
Scored. So 19-13. 19-13. So Ireland now lead. I think.
Yeah, we think the score's 19-13, but we'll check on that one.
Adjusted there. The scores are now 20 to Ireland, 13 to Singapore. And we'll be back after. No, just got back down to 19-13. Sorry, they've just over-adjusted it. So it's now 19 to Ireland and Singapore is 13. And we'll come back for the second half, exciting second half, very, very shortly.
First of all, welcome to Hong Kong. You get a lovely view of the harbourfront here. What are your first impressions of the city, and do you plan to do any sightseeing?
Yeah, it's great to be in Hong Kong. We're delighted to be invited to this tournament. I have been here before, but it was 10 years ago, so it's changed quite a lot. Some of the girls are doing some touristy stuff today. Unfortunately, I didn't have time having to do this interview here. We'll see. We probably won't have much time. It's more going to be at the hotel and at the netball courts. But we would like to do a little bit of a walk around and check out the sights. It's gorgeous down here at the harbour, so I'll make sure I bring the girls down here to have a look.
Okay, secondly, you managed to beat Hong Kong in the Nations Cup back in December, but now Hong Kong has home advantage. So how confident are you of repeating of that same performance?
Yeah, we're looking forward to playing Hong Kong again. They're a lovely bunch of girls. We did take the win in Singapore, which was great, but Hong Kong was really tough the whole match. We just couldn't drop our heads and we had to stay in the game the whole time. So we're looking forward to taking them on again in their home court advantage. I'm sure they will enjoy this week in this tournament, but hopefully we can take the win again as well.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, welcome to Hong Kong. You get a view of the Hong Kong harbour from behind you. What are your first impressions of the city? Because it's quite similar to Singapore. And do you plan to do any sightseeing when you're here?
I've actually been to Hong Kong before for holiday, so being back here, but it's colder this time round. Yeah, I do like Hong Kong. Yeah, similar to Singapore, but yet different in their own ways. Yeah.
Okay, secondly, you beat Hong Kong in the Nations Cup in December, but now you're playing in Hong Kong's territory. So how confident that you can repeat that same performance in the Four Nations Cup?
I guess with Hong Kong, we always expect competition from them, and now playing in their home ground is going to give them that much of an advantage. So not expecting an easy game from Hong Kong, but definitely looking forward to meeting them again.
I just need to ask you a few more questions because Okay, so just going to continue. So what do you know about the teams you're going to play against? Like, you know Hong Kong quite well, you know Ireland because you played against them in Singapore as well. And how much do you know about them and Grenada included, and how much of a challenge, like, what do you think is your greatest threat?
I guess in this competition, although we have played Ireland, we have played Hong Kong, we've also played Grenada quite a while ago, but not in recent years. So I guess we do know how they play, but changes in the team and stuff like that. Definitely expecting strong competition from them. I think this competition won't be easy, but definitely looking forward to it.
Okay, and last question, what would it mean for Singapore to take the cup home?
Oh, it means everything. This tournament is actually in preparation for Asian Champs for us. So coming here, we're also looking to fine-tune stuff in our own game, heading towards Asian Champs.
Here we go. Straight after half time, third quarter. Ireland centre pass. Now into the goal shooter. Oh, the goal attack got in the way. It's now a throw in though for the. Oh, something's happened in the circle. They've now got a contact by the wing attack, so Singapore get the ball back. Whoa! That was a loose ball. That was a little bit too hard. It's now a throw in for Ireland. Here we go. The Irish on the attack.
And Singapore are fighting again.
No changes for the Ireland team, Sharon. They're all still on. They're all still playing strongly. We were just worrying a little bit that with just 9 players, they've not got a big squad and they're working really hard. So tiredness is going to set in soon. Great effort by the goal shooter defending the ball. Whoa, it's a long ball from Singapore into the circle.
Singapore has kept the same shooting duo that they had at the end of the second quarter as well. But they're finding it really, really hard.
Yeah. The captain of the goal defence wasn't too happy there. She felt that she was being pushed, but the umpire gave it the other way. So Singapore have scored.
Well, Charmaine is experienced. You know, she's got 86 caps for Singapore. So a lot of experience, as you know, in the goal attack.
A great interception there by the Ireland centre. Okay, so they've now got an offside, so they've got an easy ball into. Oh, she's missed. So the Ireland now bringing it down the court.
Got to make the most of all of those goals at this present time.
Yeah. But it's been the way the game's gone, hasn't it? It's been backwards and forwards. It's been changing one direction to the other through some really good interceptions. An interesting contact there by the umpire. Very difficult to see who's doing what.
Yes.
Most of it is contesting. It's such close marking.
So Singapore still having trouble getting it down. Ireland is still able to keep that ferociousness that they've shown in the first 2 quarters. There's no sign of it being eased up at all due to tiredness at the moment. Singapore's having to work extremely hard.
Hard in the circle, yeah, definitely. They've got a chance here now, though.
Oh! A bit too hard.
It had quite a bit of spin on that one, Sharon, so it just bounced back out again.
At the big side before she actually took the goal.
Here we go. Can the goal attack for Ireland get it in? No, she can't.
But the height of the shooter has played a game in that.
Yeah. Okay. Ireland are 20, Singapore 14, and it's the Ireland centre. Quite a bit of breaking on the third line, but it was advantage to Ireland. Great, lovely long pass into the circle. Whoa! And there we go. She's on the board, the goal attack.
21-14, you know. Ireland are now increasing their lead.
I still think Singapore is struggling a little bit more than the Irish team are, getting it into the circle.
Singapore's never an easy team to play.
Managed to get the rebound and a score for
The
Singapore.
goal defence, I think, is getting a little bit frustrated too on the Irish side, and hopefully it won't, you know, Genevieve Slater, hopefully it won't affect her game. Because the calls are not being made that she feels should be for the contact that's happening in that circle.
Yeah, I think her frustrations are with the umpire, not a player.
Nice intercept there by Singapore.
Yeah, the ball wasn't quite high enough, so it's a super interception. And now they've got a contact by the centre, which takes her out of play. Yeah.
Let's see if Singapore can make this count.
Oh, super interception by the goalkeeper. Really strong player.
So Singapore still having to work.
Oh, there was an attempt on goal, but it was missed, so now Ireland have got to throw in. They're going for everything, the Singapore players. And on doing that, they're giving penalties away, which, you know, it's a little bit of indiscipline. It's turning the ball over. So they use Ireland on the attack. Great pass. Now for a shot. Well, good shot by the goal attack. She's got 2 on the board now. Maybe I've missed one from the first half, but she's doing well now. She's, as we would say in England, she's got her eye in.
Yes, it definitely does help. You know, I think Singapore's got their eye in, but they're just finding it. They've got to be too far out. They're not being able to get right under the post, which, you know,
A good
so
shot by
getting the
Singapore.
goals in, they're just not getting the opportunities.
Okay,
Interesting what the shooting statistics are like at the end of this game.
Yeah.
As well. On that
This is good advantage being played by the umpire for breaking and obstruction. It's allowing the game to flow really nicely.
It's also been fantastic too. We've been able to have Sharon Kelly, who is one of our best Australian umpires, who has come up here for the second time now on the umpiring panel, bringing her experience and wealth to actually coaching all these umpires while they're here. Luckily, our very own Jenny Chadwick is actually also, you know, watching and learning from Sharon during this time. But yes, one of the most capped umpires in Australia. Fantastic to have her here.
Great shot by the goal shooter. Whoa, Ireland are on fire now. I have to make a special mention so far, I think, to the goal defence from Ireland. She's the captain, Genevieve Slater. She's working really, really hard and getting some tremendous interceptions in for her team.
Agree. She's you know, made the difference down there, and you know.
Whoa! Super interception by the goal shooter.
So 25-16, they've actually extended the lead. You know, Singapore's going to have to really dig deep now to be able to pull this back.
Oh, super marking there by the wing attack for Ireland. Duffy. She forced an error by the Singapore team. Ireland have got a throw in and they're on the attack again. Long shot by Hines. Oh, just missed it, but she's got it back. Whoa. Oh, that was 3 attempts, and unfortunately she missed all of them, but they've got a throw in. Ireland have got a throw in now to see whether they can get another score.
See, they might get away with it in this game, but I don't think they're necessarily going to get away with it against Grenada and Hong Kong, possibly, who've got taller defences.
Whoa.
You know, can't afford to miss those goals.
So 4 attempts, 4 misses.
You know, we've always found Singapore a tough opponent because of their speed and their agility.
Yeah, they're a very athletic team.
Which is you know, a lot of the Asian style of play.
Replaying. She's replayed the ball. Yep.
Unlucky.
I thought the umpire was going to miss that one. So the umpire and me had picked that one up. So look, she's directing the troops. Genevieve, the goal defence. True captain, she's doing really well. Penalty now. Good shot by the goal shooter.
So they're now leading by 10.
Yeah, they're really sort of edging away. Another advantage played by the umpire for breaking.
Yeah, the goal defence just a bit too quick.
Oh, but Duffy's caused contact, so therefore they're on the attack, the Singapore players. But still struggling to get it in the circle.
Yeah.
So the defence are doing really well, the Irish defence. Hines have come out. She's come out of the towards the edge of the circle to create space for herself.
And again, they're trying to do the two on the one.
Yeah.
Trying to come up with a combination to shut the goal shooter down.
A good skill. She's working really hard, goal shooter.
Yes.
Oh, we've got a timeout.
Singapore goalkeeper is coming off. And they're making a few changes. So Tio's coming on and Jang is coming on. And the goal shooter
has come off, and so they've had a change.
Has come off.
Goal attack, goal shooter.
Yep, and Charmaine has gone back as goal shooter.
So at least 3 changes.
Yep.
Let's see if it makes a difference, Sharon. Whoa, missed a goal. Here we go. Irish on the attack. flows really nicely. Just now need to get it in to the circle.
Singapore just contacting, trying to cut.
Yeah.
Cut.
Yeah. They
Trying to
really
get-
are putting pressure on the Irish attack, but unfortunately it's sort of going against them. Another penalty for the Ireland team. Goal attack's taking it. Oh, short pass to the goal shooter, and in it goes.
So extending the lead. It's 14, 13 the difference, 29-16. And Ireland have got the ball back again.
I'm not sure they can change this defence from Ireland, can you, for the last quarter? I think they're doing really well.
They're doing really well. They could be a little bit sore tomorrow.
Yeah.
But yeah, tomorrow they take on Grenada at 6 o'clock Hong Kong time. So at the same time tomorrow they play Grenada. That will be, I don't know whether Ireland have ever played Grenada, but I think that will be a great matchup.
Have you got some ice baths ready for them tonight?
We do. They definitely, all the teams would definitely need them.
Super Singapore have just managed to score a goal, so we're now 29-17 to the Irish team.
Unfortunately, due to the facilities here, I think they tend to use the disabled toilet outside. It's the only place that they could actually do it, but yes.
You just need a wheelie bin with a lot of ice in it and cold water, and that would suffice. All you do is get in it and submerge yourself. Works a treat.
I must admit, I've never had an ice bath, and I'm glad I never will, but yes.
Oh, great movement in the circle by the goal attack goal shooter, and the ball scored.
Great. So 45 seconds to go, 29-18
Yeah.
at the moment.
Better movement though from the attacking players for Singapore. So maybe the switches work better.
Yep. But Ireland is still fighting.
Whoa.
Oh, almost.
Oh, hesitation there. Opportunity missed.
One thing with these Singapore girls is they can jump. You know, they can jump high. They're
not that
athletic. They've got the spring.
They're not that tall,
yeah,
but they can really jump. Whoa!
Okay, at three-quarter time, 29-18 to Ireland. We'll be back after this break for the last quarter.
Three-quarter time. Ireland leading 29-18.
Well, we're now back again for the last quarter of Singapore and Ireland. You know, Ireland leading 29-18, and I think it's going to be an exciting quarter. Let's see, you know.
Here we go.
We keep saying it, I hope, you know, Ireland can keep the momentum up, but they have so far.
Oh, great pass in by the goal defence. We're still with exactly the same players.
Yep, they've done. I think they haven't changed the seven have played for Ireland the whole game. So,
Yep.
They're sticking with it to keep the momentum going. So it's now a Singapore throw-in.
Okay, they've got a lot of work to do here now, Singapore. 11 goals behind. They're going to have to try something different in this quarter to get the score up.
Yes.
Whoa, just missed. That's not going to help. Okay, Ireland on the attack. Oh, really long ball. Yeah, absolutely. Just need to steady it a little bit.
They changed that a little bit. They held the goal defence out so she couldn't go back and mark, so to get it in closer. So they've changed their tactics, Singapore, a little bit in that circle to try and get that ball in closer.
I think there's just a lack of communication though with the Irish goalkeeper, goal defence, but the goalkeeper, Katie Walton, she's really good at you know, communicating with the players.
Yeah. You know, the strength of these players astounds me at times. You know, holding their ground and being able to just, you know, last that full hour. You know, the game has not been a easy game. It's been very attacking, defensive, and really, you know, aggressive in the best sense way game.
Yep. Ireland has scored again, so we're now 30-19.
So Singapore take on Hong Kong tomorrow at 8:15 in the Hong Kong Singapore Cup. This is a cup that we started last year to actually create a continuous tournament between Hong Kong and Singapore. Last year we played it in Singapore, went down for the weekend, and on the Sunday we played the game. This year we decided to bring it up here to keep it going. So, you know, that will be a great game as well tomorrow. Let's see Hong Kong can actually win back the Hong Kong Singapore Cup for the first time.
Oh, it's super to see play going on in other parts of the world other than your Australia, New Zealand. It really is great, and hopefully as the standards improve, maybe some of these Asian teams can move into a higher level of competition.
We'll see, we're building towards the Asian Champ, which happens in September here, which is also the World Cup qualifier. The top two teams will go through to the World Cup. I know Europe have already had theirs. And,
super interception there by the captain for Ireland. She's working so hard. She's my MVP so far.
Definitely.
I'm not sure we're going to be asked.
No, I don't think we're going to be asked. However, each team does get a player of the series at the end. So each team has one player of the series at the end of it. And they get a nice little trophy as well to take home with them. So I think she would definitely be in the running for that trophy after today's performance.
So another score for Ireland, so they're still edging away from Singapore.
It's a good start for Ireland in this tournament. I think their coach will be very pleased with the result today.
Oh, super interception by Duffy, the wing attack. A great feed. Oh,
a
she
little
just
bit
needs to finish. She just needs to finish it, and she has done. Excellent. Excellent work by the goal attack. She's had some really challenging ball into her, the Ireland goal attack. Unfortunately, some she's not been able to, you know, to do anything with, but she's still working very hard.
Contact by the centre coming through on the wing attack. Wing attack just trying to get that little bit of extra ground, which I think we all do.
Yeah.
But now the goal defence has been pulled out. Obstruction, so they're both out now.
Whoa, she's missed. Still a chance. Oh, short pass. Oh.
You've got to have room to be able to get through and intercept it now.
Third person through the arms of the receiver and the hands of the thrower.
Yep.
And it's another turnaround. Whoa.
I must say, I am loving the shirts of the umpires too. I think our sponsors champion systems have done a great job on those shirts.
Beautiful flash of colours.
Yes.
Can I have one?
That's what I was thinking, actually.
I'm happy to model it.
Champion Systems all outfit our Hong Kong National Open team and our under-21s. They're our major clothing sponsor, and must admit they are fantastic. They have a lead time of about 21 days guaranteed on all the uniforms. So, you know, especially when you have short notice on some of these tournaments, you know, and you're pulling your hair out trying to get your kit in, they've been great on that. So, fantastic. Okay, now Ireland are leading 33-20. They've pulled away again a little bit further in this fourth quarter with 8 minutes going. Let's see if they can, yes.
Way, goal shoot, goal attack. Shot in for Ireland. Now Singapore.
Those people over in Ireland hopefully are up early watching this game. I think it would be probably about
great interception and pass to the goal shooter. Ireland are on fire, and the captain appreciates it. Possession Singapore. Oh, the umpire's given a contact. They're definitely using the height, some of these Irish players, to get some interceptions. Really good defensive work by the Irish. The goal defence, they're just using a hip to push the Singapore player away, resulting in a penalty.
They're still fighting to the end. You know, with a 14-point lead, they're not giving up.
Interception by Katie Walton.
Yes, definitely
really
not giving up.
Definitely not. Could goal difference make a difference?
They could. They could. Yeah. You know, between first post to second and third post fourth, you know, if you have them on even points, then it goes to pouring again.
Yeah.
So you've got always a possibility.
You've got to play for 60 minutes.
Yep. Yep.
Even with a goal line difference, a goal difference, you can't back off, can't lose concentration at this level of game. You've got to keep working really hard.
And Ireland have scored again, 36-21 with 6 minutes to go.
So they've.
I'm just watching them, they just are going straight down. It's bang, 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 and they're almost in. You know, they're not having to go back. Nice try there from the goal shooter. While she's losing the balance.
Yeah, she definitely tried something different there. She came out to take the ball and then moved back in to receive it again. So she's trying something different, see if it works.
And Charmaine gets it in again.
Yeah.
So Singapore as well, not giving up. And that's to the captain.
Good effort by Singapore.
So yesterday we took the captains all down the harbour and we had a photo shoot with them down there, and they interviews with all the captains. They can be found on the Hong Kong Netball Facebook page as well, if anyone is interested in what the captains have to say about this tournament. But lovely, passionate girls, all of them.
Well, just some good passage of play then from Singapore. They're just starting to somehow, you know, make some great plays, and they've just got 2 or 3 goals from it, so starting to possibly close the gap a little bit. And now they have a penalty on the edge of the circle.
They're still fighting. They can't get it. They can't get it in. They've had to go right back.
Oh, great defence again by the goalkeeper. Goal shooter's come out again. She's trying something different to get away from her goalkeeper.
Now Ireland have had to go back to the centre line.
Whoa! Oh, she's got it back. Great follow through there.
Yeah.
And
just a slight whack from the goalkeeper, trying to get hold of that ball as well.
That's what you want from a goal shooter. Have a shot and follow the ball.
Yep.
Get it back.
Follow it through. So just a reminder that after this game at 8 o'clock Hong Kong time, there will be Hong Kong versus Grenada on the live feed with commentary as well by our own ex-Hong Kong player Dan Taylor and Richard Cook. Now it's a Singapore throw-in.
Oh, the Irish have got it back from the contact. Here it goes.
Singapore to make mistakes.
Oh, great pass to the goal shooter and an extra score. So we're 38 to Ireland, 24 to Singapore. So the Irish team are going to win this game with a reasonably good score difference. Goal difference, would you say?
Yeah, I think it is a good goal difference actually, considering that in their first game, you know, Ireland only won by Singapore by 1 point, and then in the finals they lost.
Yeah. So Ireland have been far more competitive today.
Yeah.
So they've got the tactics right. Maybe
so
playing
just a 3 bunch.
I think they've had the videos out probably.
Yes. Yes.
They're extending the lead, the Ireland team, with another shot from Jan Hines, the goal shooter for Ireland.
Because the Nations Cup was that first week of December, so it's now just the beginning of, beginning of February. So they've only had 2 months to have such a turnaround in their game.
A great interception, but didn't come to anything. Oh dear. She used the shoulder there. It's not rugby. I think they switched off for a minute then.
I don't know. Rugby can come very handy when you're playing a defence. Netball. Oh, that's what I tell my daughter anyway.
Yeah.
So less than a minute to go now. 39 to 26. You know.
Lovely pass
Can
down
Singapore
the court
get one more
by
goal?
Singapore. Whoa, that flowed beautifully down the court. We needed them to do that a bit more often, I think.
Yes. The Irish have just got the height difference all over them in that goal circle.
Yeah, they're slowing it down now. They've more composure, just saying, Okay, let's take it easy. And a great shot to finish off by the goal shooter.
So Singapore's got the centre pass. 10 seconds to go.
Can they get one in to finish off? Reduce the scoreline by 1? No, they can't.
So that's the end of the game. Ireland are 40, Singapore 26. So well done to the Irish girls, and thank you very much, Christine, and we'll sign off for today.
Thank you, Sharon.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed working with you today.
Same with you.
And thank you very much for those that have been listening in. I hope you
Yes.
enjoyed it.
Yes, thank you. And we look forward to catching you at 8 o'clock for the game, Hong Kong and Grenada coming up, which will be another great game.
Okay, here we are for the Four Nations tournament. We've just got the introductions for Grenada. Welcome, Richard Cook, aka Cookie, who is a bit of a legend in the sporting fraternity in Hong Kong. Much of a rugby player all around the world, 30 years of rugby, but also a MC for the Hong Kong Sevens, which is a fantastic big event in Hong Kong, and the Hong Kong Sixers. So thanks for coming on board, Cookie.
You're welcome, Dan. Good to be here. Saw a good first game there between Ireland and Singapore. Bit of an upset compared to the rankings, I think.
It was actually, yeah, from Nations Cup, Singapore beat Ireland. So yeah, it was a great score. So it was 40-26, Ireland to Singapore for the last game.
Yeah.
So this should be a great match, Grenada versus Hong Kong. So Grenada is 23rd in the world rankings, and we've got Hong Kong 24.
Yeah. So how accurate are those rankings in netball?
Well, we were just talking about that before with Shelley O'Donnell, weren't we? So, I mean, the rankings are all based on equations of how many games they play, etc. So, you know, I think people are playing more games lately. So, particularly where you are in Asia, we're very lucky to play a lot of games, international games. In Grenada, obviously, get to play a lot around the Caribbean and the US. Here we go. So, introducing Hong Kong. So, Crystal, very experienced player, Crystal. So, she's coming on board as goal shooter. We've got Michelle, Connie. Great attacking combo.
Pretty interesting to see the Grenadians, if that's how you say it. They look pretty athletic.
Yeah, we've got some height there too, particularly in the circle. So the uniforms are looking good. So Champion Systems sponsoring our Hong Kong uniforms. So great outfits, great kit.
They do look good. They do look good.
All right. So here we go for the anthem.
Always good to see Ronnie Arnold out there supporting Robin Manihera.
Absolutely. Ron is a bit of an icon in Hong Kong netball. Been here for many, many years.
Please rise for the national anthem of Grenada.
opening anthems there.
Yeah.
The umpires of this game are Yubi Lane, Joe.
Now, Cookie, I must admit, I had to look up where Grenada was on the map. Is that wrong?
All I know is it's in the Caribbean.
Yes, absolutely. The Isle of Spice, apparently it's known for, a population of 100,000, so amazing.
You have done your research.
Oh, I have. But a pretty great effort. They can make all the way over here. All right, let's start first quarter. Good combinations here. So on Hong Kong, we've got the shooting combination of Crystal and Michelle that they obviously play together in club level. And we've got the defensing combination of Tassie and Kalani, who play together for the football club. So Hong Kong is going for the first centre pass.
And both our umpires from Singapore.
Excellent.
UB Ling and John Yarni. I'm guessing the opening exchanges of these kinds of games are really difficult to work out what your opposition are going to do if you don't know them.
Yeah, there's always a little bit of nerves as well, I think particularly for the shooters, just trying to get their eye in for the first shots. So great one from Michelle. Nice start to Hong Kong. 1-0 to Hong Kong. Grenada centre pass. Hong Kong going tight defence. Oh, good pick up from Hong Kong from Kate. Golly, centre. Yeah, Hong Kong's never played Grenada before, so again, it's going to be a great match, an interesting match to see the style of play. Oh, what was that? What have we got there? Is that footwork from Crystal?
It must have been, because there was nobody near her.
No. He's got a tall defence too, goalkeeper. Grenada bringing the ball down centre court, just trying to find some space. Looking back to goalkeeper. Great defence from Hong Kong. Really putting the pressure on an early start. Oh, great tip. Turn around for Hong Kong. Potty's open there. Oh. Tip. Michelle looking to pass off. So quite tall defence there, Cooking here for Grenada. Oh, okay,
Yeah,
so it's a contact Michelle.
I'm pretty much used to seeing Crystal in club netball here, the tallest player on the court by a long, long way.
Absolutely. So she stands at 187, 188 centimetres, Crystal. So Hong Kong again, another attacking opportunity. Oh, nice screen by Michelle. She does that very well. And a great shot from Michelle again. So 2-0 to Hong Kong. Good start.
I guess Hong Kong really need to try and drive home that break of centre pass now.
Yeah, make the most of the opportunities. Oops, both on the same side. So. Throw in Hong Kong. Connie's trying to find the space. Good. Michelle going again. Ooh, good pick up from Michelle. Okay, Hong Kong 3-0. Good start. Good lane from Kalani. First shooting opportunity from Grenada. So goal attack, taking the opportunity again, going the shot. Okay. On the board for Grenada.
I'm guessing that their travel schedule to get here was a pretty long schedule.
Yeah, I think they came in a few days ago, Cookie, so today being Thursday. I think they got arrived Monday or Tuesday to Hong Kong, so a couple of days to acclimatise.
There we go, Crystal with her first goal.
Yep.
Settle the nerves.
Yeah. Again, Hong Kong putting the pressure of defence. 1-on-1. contact there from Tassie, goal defence. Oh. All right, a shot from goal shooter, Granada. Hong Kong leading 4-2. Goalkeeper's working hard on Crystal, trying to keep her box in the game. All right, throw in Granada. I think both teams just trying to settle their nerves, Cooking. Just trying to find their rhythm.
It was interesting watching the first game with Ireland and Singapore. They really, they both struggled. I think there were probably 3 or 4 minutes on the clock before the first goal went in.
They adapt into a different playing surface as well. Unusual one from like a normal game. Obstruction, goal defence. Oh. Not sure why she just didn't put that one up actually. She wouldn't have got much space or much further closer to the post, having thrown it off. Anyway, so I think it's obstruction, goalkeeper. Granada going for a shot.
She's looking pretty fluid, the goal shooter there.
So they're closing the gap, Granada. So 3-4. Hong Kong leading by 1. I think Granada just finding their rhythm a little bit more.
That's a good break for Hong Kong.
Oh, nice clearing pass. Excellent. Getting that ball down well. Michelle puts it up, and nice shot from Michelle. So Hong Kong leading 5-3. So Michelle's working hard through the court, getting the ball through centre court, going straight to the circle. Just trying to find a space. Michelle put this up. Okay, nice shot from Michelle. 6-3.
I mean, you've obviously played at this level, Dan. What's it like stepping up from top-level rugby in Hong Kong to these internationals? Must be a big step.
Yeah, well, I think we're fortunate actually, because I mean, as I said, they get exposure to a lot of games through the season. Like Hong Kong, we're very lucky to play the Nations Cup in Singapore in December. So, you know, they had some great games, particularly against Singapore. So, you know, that was in December, and we're playing now in February. So it was actually over 8 weeks ago. Sure. So the players are fit. We're mid-season, so yeah, I think they should be at their peak.
Some good defence there from Grenada. These girls are looking pretty athletic.
Definitely a different style of play to Asia, that's for sure. That's why I love seeing these different teams coming across. Last year we had Zimbabwe. Yes. Very aerial, very flamboyant players. So, yeah, it's interesting to see how Grenada will go for this tournament. Oh, nice short pass into Crystal, and she's going to get the goal. Excellent. So 7-3. Great start to Hong Kong for the first quarter. 7 minutes to go.
I'd imagine that Robin Manihera and Ronnie Arnold would be pretty happy with this start.
Yeah, I think there's a little small smile from Robin. You don't hear much from her on the sideline, but she's definitely taking everything in.
Good work.
Just bad luck, Michelle. Turn around to Hong Kong. Oh. Hey, wow. Strong defence from Connie Wong.
Absolutely getting stuck in there.
Putting a body on the line, hey Cookie. Nothing like it. A bit like a rugby. Yeah. This is the game you love.
Absolutely.
Great intercept from Tassie. Really strong defence from Hong Kong the whole way through the court, from mid-court all the way down. So that's great to see. Always helps with that combination, Tassie and Kalani. They obviously train together, they play together every week, so working really well tonight.
I'm guessing it's tough work for Crystal. She would normally be much taller than everybody, and she's being matched inch for inch here.
Yeah, she's obviously in 3 clubs. She had the height advantage, so now I think I'd say her defence probably got the similar height to her. So she's got to just try to hold the ball and or hold to try and get that sort of pass into her. Granada bringing the ball down. Oh, high pass into the goal shooter. And nice shot from goal shooter. So Hong Kong 7-4. It's great to see Cooking, hey? Like it's got a population of 100,000 for Granada, yet they're ranked 23 in the world. So, you know, that's probably a high percentage of the population are playing netball there.
I would imagine. Obviously, Grenada part of the Commonwealth, so netball would be a big sport there.
And cricket.
And obviously cricket, yeah, big.
I think I read they hosted the the World Cricket in 2007, Grenada.
Yep.
And nice shot, Crystal. So Hong Kong, great start, 9-4 to the first quarter.
Fantastic. About 4.5 minutes to go here, and they're looking pretty calm and collected.
Yep.
And they're really making Grenada work for every goal and every shot.
Oh, absolutely, every pass. As I said, I really think that Hong Kong is doing that tight defence. So it's paying off where they're getting the tips and they're making the most of their turnarounds. High ball into Crystal. Just got to try.
And Connie is definitely having an all-court battle with her wing
I
defence
can see
there.
That wing defence is not letting her go, is she? Not giving her one centimetre of space. Okay, great, another shot. So 10-4, Hong Kong.
It's actually good to see them both giving as good as they're getting and getting on with the game.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you've got to look at netball is becoming a lot more of a physical game. Yes, it's technically meant to be non-contact, but there is a lot of give and push and shove. As long as fair contest of the ball. Oh, Michelle's just trying to do a screen there. The goal defence has got her hand to the ball. So turn around to Granada. Hands, good tip. Michelle got her hands to the ball and Kate followed up. So Hong Kong, you can really see it even from now. Oh, wing defence. Oh. Wow. What was that play? I don't know what that call was there, Cookie.
I'm not sure, but they're a little bit of off-court action there. And yet again, that wing defence getting herself well and truly involved.
Yeah. Oh, okay, good rebound and a great shot from Crystal, so 11-4. So they're really sort of working between them, Michelle and Crystal, for the shots, evenly between getting the goals in.
So coming into that crucial phase of the quarter now, don't want to let a couple of cheap goals in, want to keep that 7-point advantage at least.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Oh, almost Kate Jolly got the intercept. Great lane from Kalani.
Great defence there.
I think the shooters in Granada still look like they're trying to sort of work with them, work between themselves. They still look a little bit, say, lost, trying to get the ball into the shooters. Two minutes to go. Big pass over cross court. Another screen from Michelle. Crystal gets a short ball. Michelle take the goal. And great shot. So again, keeping the pressure up with Hong Kong, 12-4.
It's looking to me like Hong Kong are much more structured and organised in what they're doing. I think Grenada look like they rely on a lot more just talent rather than organisation.
Yeah, I think Hong Kong is definitely sticking to their game plan, and I think that's just keeping the pressure on and playing the team, backing each other up. As you said, Granada still trying to find their feet. They're definitely, I could say, strong in defence, Granada.
Yeah.
Playing strong to the ball. As we said, they're shooting. They still need to find a way to get it into the attacking circle. They're just Hong Kong's just too strong in defence at the moment. Great drive from Kate Jolly. Oh, almost. I love how Michelle's not scared to take the long shot.
As they famously say, when you putt a ball in golf, never up, never in.
Very true, Cookie. Very true.
So taking a fairly commanding lead as we close out this quarter.
17 seconds. Granada really need to get into the circle. Yep. Wow, they're just not wanting to put it up. There you go. Nice high ball to goal shooter. Let's see what happens. Oh,
Good
one
shot.
goal in. Yep. What a basket style shooting from the shooter. 1 second. Okay, great. Great first quarter.
I was going to say, and a good bit of experience there to slow down and not take the centre pass.
Yes, exactly. So Hong Kong will start with a centre pass for the second quarter. So Hong Kong leads 13-5. I think it's going to be very happy, the coaches, with Robin and Ron.
And just looking, we've got plenty of people watching in from all over the world. Janique Allen, big shout out to her.
Oh, it's great that you could come on tonight, Cookie. As I said, like, you're a busy man. We know you've a man of many talents and you're emceeing. I've seen you in the netball before.
Yes, I've got to say, this is the first time I've commentated on a game of netball. I've certainly watched plenty of games in my time, and I would reckon I must be one of the #1 supporters of Hong Kong club netball.
I think I've seen you on Monday night games more than I have players. So that's awesome.
Yes, absolutely.
Your lovely wife Donna, great player as well for the Hong Kong Cricket Club.
Yes, she's out injured at the moment, and she wasn't even there at the game on Monday night, and I turned up and was supporting her team Devils. So always good to see.
That's got to be supporter of the year, Cookie.
Yeah.
What do they get? What do you get for that? Come on, you've got to get something. Free T-shirt.
I don't. Just some love. Just some love.
Well, we won't go any further from that. We'll stop right there.
And we can see there, Coach Robin Manihera is issuing out some instructions there. A lot of talking. What do you think she's going to be saying to the girls there, Dan?
Well, I think she's going to be happy with them. I think she's going to say, yeah, continue to stick to the game plan, keep the pressure on in defence. Yeah, perhaps just need to sort of have a bit of stronger holds in the shooting circle. And yeah, don't get too upset because, I mean, Granada are actually putting a lot of pressure on the centre and wing attack. So it's just got to be playing your own game. And yeah, you know, sometimes you get hit in netball and you've just got to sort of try and stay calm. Because when you start to, I guess, get cranky with that, that's when you start to lose your own game.
Yeah. As you said, I think that the Hong Kong defence is has owned that quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they got all the turnarounds and they capitalised on it. So, I mean, you can get tips, but the thing is you need to convert it into goals, and that's what Hong Kong has been doing. But interestingly, I'll see if Granada is going to be making some changes. I would expect they might because, as I said, it hasn't been looking like it's flowing. They've got some tall players on the sideline. It looks like one may be coming on, yes, for the second quarter. Let's see.
Yeah.
So this must be just as exciting as, you know, doing the emceeing for the Hong Kong Sevens rugby. Cookie, what do you reckon?
Well, I've got to say, Dan, emceeing at the Sevens is some of the best fun I've had with my trousers on. It really is good fun saying something and get 40,000 people to react. I do know why rock stars get addicted to doing that kind of stuff. It really is good fun. And you know, there's plenty of other rugby tournaments we have in Hong Kong as well. The Hong Kong Tens, is a lot of fun, and
that's getting bigger now too, right? Like that's getting a lot more popularity internationally.
Yep.
A lot of people coming just to watch that rather than just in play.
Yep. Now, a lot of the older international players come to the Tens these days.
Yeah, still quite a high level.
Yeah, very high level. And the likes of Fiji usually pick their second team and they go and play in the 10s just in case they pick up injuries.
Oh.
So some pretty high quality players. So here we are, coming back for the second quarter.
So we've got a bit of changes from Grenada, and I think we've got a new goal shooter in for Grenada. So let's have a look. Hong Kong. Looks like they've kept the starting 7. Oh, turnaround from Grenada. Goalkeeper coming from front.
Yeah. So Grenada have brought on Kelsey Murrell-Ross.
Yeah.
Who looks a pretty imposing figure.
So yeah, she's got only 4 international caps, but we've got the stats that she's 226 centimetres. So Kalani's 180, so Kalani looks tiny next to Kelsey. Anyway, but we've got the turnaround, so we're keeping that pressure on for the second quarter. Nice short pass to Michelle. Great shot.
She's certainly got the rangefinder on.
Yeah, she's been very accurate tonight. Oh, unfortunately.
And again, I think the defensive pressure from Hong Kong has come, you know, all the way down the court.
Yep.
Goal third, centre third, they're really putting pressure on them all the way through.
I think having that same combination from the Nations Cup, or fairly similar, you can see that Hong Kong's really playing as a team. So they're working the combinations well, bringing the ball down well, backing each other up. Crystal unfortunately couldn't make the Nations Cup, but where she's here for the 4 nations. So Michelle's going to take the shot. And another great shot from Michelle. Definitely on fire tonight. Seems like Grenada can't seem to match the pace of Hong Kong tonight.
As I said, there's a lot of natural athleticism in that Grenada team.
Huge reach, the goal defence. And great shot from Crystal. So Hong Kong leading 16-5. What a great start for the second quarter. Oh, Grenada struggling to find some options there for the centre pass. Great pick up from Connie. Great. Crystal definitely seems to be feeling more confident this quarter, Crystal. So she's nerves are settled and she's got her eye in. Holding well. Long pass into Crystal. Good hold.
Good work.
Oh, very nice. Good shot.
She's really strong there, which is good to see.
Yeah, she's got a tall goalkeeper, but as long as she holds well, then she can be able to get that lob in. Oh, Kalani coming out to try and get that pass. Oh, we've got the...
Just straight through the joint dynamic sponsor board there. But again, I think that's down to the pressure that that Hong Kong are putting on them right down the court. It was a loose pass.
Yeah, they're really having to go that extra step to try and get the pass, and as you can see, they're actually falling out of court. So, yeah, hopefully she's okay. She seems to bounce back all right. The wing attack for Grenada. So Hong Kong ball, bringing it down centre court. So she enjoyed dynamics. Obviously, been doing the fitness for the Hong Kong team, and you can see it's been really paying off. Look at this game. They've got that strength. They've got the fitness. Great shot from Michelle. So Mitch has been doing all the training with them. So they've been doing some strength training. They've been doing agility training. So yeah, I think it's gonna. You can really see it in their game.
Yeah, I know Mitch well. He's actually was formerly in the England 7 squad at rugby.
Yeah, he looks like a rugby player. Yeah.
He's quite an athlete himself. So I think he understands, you know, what the girls need at this top level of competition.
Yeah. Well, I know he's been putting them through their paces for sure, but they've really been enjoying the session. So great shot from Michelle. So really pushing this quarter, 20-5, lengthening the lead for Hong Kong. Oh, Kalani coming out. Great intercept from Kalani, reading play. Good read from Kalani. And bring the ball quite easily down the court. There's Michelle. Turn around for Granada. Again, good pressure from defence already from Hong Kong. So even from the shooters, putting their hands over. Almost got a tip there from Tassie. Big pass into the goal shooter. Actually, they've got the height advantage from the goal shooter, but they can't get the ball in, can they, Cookie?
I don't think she's actually seen the ball inside the circle yet.
No.
But I think Hong Kong have obviously got the run on them now, and they're really feeling the pressure every time they have possession of the ball.
Yeah.
And you know, they're making mistakes. Whereas you know, Hong Kong are looking very, very confident on the ball. You know, people are holding it back, not moving too quickly.
Yeah. No, you're exactly right. They're timing their drives very well. Michelle pointing to where she wants the ball, and a nice lob into Crystal. Great shot from Crystal. 21-5, Hong Kong leading.
It seems like quite a turnaround for me when you consider that Granada are one spot ahead on the world rankings here. I would have expected a much tighter game.
Yeah, well, I think, as I said, world rankings can be tricky because it depends on how many games people play a year. But we're fortunate actually in Hong Kong that we actually started to play a lot more international games. We've got that opportunity with Nations Cup and actually hosting the 4 nations. So it gives us a great opportunity to increase our world rankings. Hong Kong was 26 last year. We're 24 this year. So we're moving up, and hopefully after this 4 nations, we'll be up even higher. Want to get into that top 20. Okay, so Granada trying to get the ball into the shooting circle. She's there, they just don't want to pass it. Okay, into goal shooter.
This will be interesting to see whether she's got a shot.
So Kelsey from Granada shooting. Oh, she's almost at the ring already with her arms. Oh, third time lucky for Kelsey from Granada.
It's going to be pretty tough for anybody to out-rebound her, that's for sure.
I want to see you stand next to her, Cookie.
Exactly. I remember coming here a couple of years ago and seeing an international game, and the Sri Lankan side
yes.
that have, I think she's almost 7 feet tall.
She was very, very tall. I think it's when the goal defence had to lift the goalkeeper to try and defend the shot. So great shot there from Hong Kong again, 23-6. The Hong Kong bench, very excited. You can always hear Ron Arnold from the sidelines. Can't you, Cookie?
She's quite some woman, it's got to be said.
Okay, we've got an injury there from Granada. The centre. Do you think it's a tactical injury, Cookie, or let's have a look? Perhaps so.
I think that's Renee Cooper coming on. She was looking pretty good in warm-up, pretty dynamic. She's probably one of the smallest of the Grenada team, but she looks like she's got an awful lot of power and spring about her.
Yeah, well, that's what they sort of need. Granada needs a bit of a change. They need to do something to try and match it with Hong Kong. So maybe they need a bit more speed. Oh, goalkeeper looking out to get the intercept and couldn't get around enough. Oh, little tip from the goalkeeper. Turn around for Granada. Good hands from Michelle. I like how the goal attack, wing attack, they're going all the way down, defending right to the edge. Oh, big ball into shooter. Couldn't quite bring it in. Let's see if Granada can make it 7. Okay, yes. Kelsey shoots for Granada, and it's now Hong Kong leading 24-7. Oh, great read the ball with Tassie.
And it looks like we've got Karen Alexander. It looks like she's watching the game, probably in Grenada. So
Oh, hello, Karen.
it'll be pretty early in the morning, I'm guessing, in Grenada.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Well, second goal for Kelsey there.
Oh, Connie trying to break free. Wing defence really working hard on Connie. Connie's still finding that space.
Good hands.
Great pass into Crystal. And Crystal finds the shot. So great shot from Crystal, 25-8 to Hong Kong. Got 5 minutes to go. So again, it's been a bit of a dominating quarter from Hong Kong. They've still kept the pace up, they've still kept the pressure up. Kate Jolly really is a workhorse of the team. She's everywhere. She's a great attacker, but I love how she's in defence everywhere as well. Her hands always over the ball. So a little bit of a comeback from Granada. Oh, rebound from goal defence. Oh, good turnaround for Hong Kong. Contact wing attack. Wing defence, rather.
Good shot again.
Michelle, a little smile there. As a defender, I never like it when a shooter's smiling. It means you haven't put them off the game. So clearly Michelle is on fire. So you ever tried netball yourself, Cookie? You know, the old mixed netball? Or?
I have done the mixed netball.
Yeah.
In the summer. I've got to say, probably not my finest hour.
What position were you? Mid-court?
I played mid-court. Yeah, I'm not much good under the height of the goals, having been a half-back in my rugby career.
So Kelsey's going again for the shot. The basketball style for her shooting. So another shot from Kelsey. So Grenada making it come back. So we've got 26-10. Hong Kong still leading by 16. So the new addition to Grenada, the centre that's come on, she's working hard to try and get those intercepts. Working hard to try to bring the ball down. It's probably stepping there. Oh, good lean from the goal defence. Oh. So 2 minutes 37 to go, and Hong Kong just another score. Great defence from Tassie. She's really kept that pressure on the goal attack all the way from outside the circle. And she's working hard to bring the ball down as well. So a great combination of Kalani and Tassie in defence. Oh, the long shot. Oh.
All but had that.
So you've always got to bring the ball in. The ball's never yours until you've thrown it away. I think Tassie was looking for the umpiring call there. Great pass into Crystal. Here we go. Nice shot. Good work, Hong Kong. 1 minute 38.
No doubt Crystal's found her confidence.
Yeah, she's had a really good quarter. Very strong. And I think there'll be good stats there from the goal attack and goal shooter from Michelle and Crystal. Oh, nice little intercept there from centre with Granada. Let's see if we can get the ball into the circle. Oh, she didn't quite have that full possession there. Need a bit more control.
Again, it's that pressure that they're putting on Granada all the way through the court there. forcing them into errors that, you know, simple unforced errors really.
Yeah. That's what you've got to have with international competition. It's they're doing the basic things well. Couldn't quite get the lob into Kelsey, so Hong Kong of the turnaround. That's good pressure from Kalani to defend. Girl is probably, say, what would you reckon, 4 inches taller than her?
I think there's more than 4 inches there.
Maybe. Oh, great long shot from Michelle. Crowd goes wild for the last 30 seconds.
And we've got a pretty good crowd in here now.
Yeah,
I'd
definitely
say
building up.
a few hundred in here, and I guess as the weekend and the competition goes on, we'll get more and more in.
Absolutely. We've got the opening ceremony tomorrow, Friday night, so that'll be some big games there. Hong Kong playing Ireland, and Grenada with long pass in. Didn't quite get it. Oh, so she's got the call, and that gets that goal. That's counted because it was a contact call from Kalani. So Hong Kong lead 29-12.
Well, I would imagine that Robin and Ronnie, the Hong Kong coaches, would be pretty happy with that first half. A 17 goal advantage.
Absolutely. So it looks like she's going to be trying to put on a few other players. And I think if you've got that lead, it's good to try and get a few other players on the court, just to get their confidence up and just get some combinations going for the games coming up in the next few days. It'll be a tough match tomorrow night because we've got, what's tomorrow, Friday night? We've got Hong Kong and Singapore actually.
Okay, and historically that's one that Singapore would normally win?
Oh, Cookie, you know what? It's always a close match. And in fact, I think... Lucky draws going. Sorry,
I was going to say, for those of you who are not from Hong Kong, a lucky draw can never be interrupted.
Yes. So we just pause for a moment.
Official fitness training partner. So who's the lucky one? Oh Young. Oh Young. Anybody? Any Oh Young here? Congratulations, you got the tape from Join Dynamics, our official fitness training partner. Congratulations. Thank you so much, David. And then we've got 2 times you water bottle up for grabs. I'm going to ask a simple question. Let's see who gets the water bottle. Okay? 有一個水樽 2 times 2嘅水樽啦，我會問一條簡單嘅問題，答啱嘅咧，咁就可以攞到呢個水樽啦。有冇人想答呢個問題先？Tips 關於我哋香港隊嘅問題嚟嘅。Okay. It's going to be a question about Hong Kong team. Anybody? Anybody wants to try? Come on. Anyone? Yes, okay. Can you tell me the name of a team captain of Hong Kong team? Congratulations. You've got this water bottle. Thank you once again to our sponsor, 2 times you and Join Dynamics. We'll have another lucky draw tomorrow. So, if you haven't donated yet, please do so tomorrow. 聽日嘅賽事咧，我哋一樣會有抽獎嘅環節嘅，所以咧，如果你今日未捐錢嘅話咧，聽日就可以去捐錢箱嗰度捐錢啦，咁你就可以有機會得到我哋嘅獎品啦。
We're really excited about the Four Nations tournament, having the opportunity to play here in Hong Kong in front of our family and friends. Obviously we had the Nations Cup just recently where we played against Singapore and Ireland, so having the opportunity to play them again so close to the last time we played, we're looking forward to taking what we learned from that experience and really addressing some of those areas we need to work on.
It's the first time that all three of those countries are coming to Hong Kong. So it's the first time our community gets to see them in live in action as well. So I think it'll be very exciting. I think all three of them are going to be quite strong and quite tough. They rank above us in the international ranking. So we played Singapore and Ireland recently in December, and we hope to learn from those games and get our little revenge on them this time around. In Grenada, we haven't played them yet, but we've watched some YouTube clips and they seem to be quite strong, quite tall, and I think all three teams will provide a very different style of play, so which will be quite exciting.
The wins can go either way. All teams have different things to offer. We all play slightly different styles of netball, so it'll be great netball to watch regardless of the outcome.
And last year when we played Malaysia, we had a couple tough battles and we overcome it with about 3 goals or something. And that result was because we had a crowd pushing us and supporting us inside as well.
Quite a few people in the lead up talked to us about how they're coming to support and watch, and they're just as excited about getting behind us as we are about playing. So we're really looking forward to that opportunity and that experience.
And I think it's a good time to promote our sport as well to our netball community. And we want to hopefully get a lot of youngsters coming in and hope to inspire them to play for Hong Kong team when they're a bit older. And that's probably one of the main things. So come down to Four Nations tournament from the 8th to the 11th of February at
Kowloon Park. We'll see you there.
See you there.
Okay, so we're back for the third quarter. Hong Kong leads Grenada 29-12. So great start from Hong Kong, Cookie.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. I've got to say, after a bit of a shaky start right at the beginning, I think Hong Kong have really played with some structure.
Yeah, found their feet, for sure. So looking at the stats for the goal shooter, Kelsey, and we're not sure if it's correct or not, but apparently she's 15.
15 and supposedly 226
centimetres, yeah.
So what changes have Hong Kong made here? Oh, very athletic intercept there.
Yeah. So the only change I can see from Hong Kong is Chris has gone into wing attack. So Connie Wong has come off, and we've got Chris in. So great intercept from Hong Kong. Ooh. There's Ronnie from the sidelines. Oh, feeding in. Kelsey's got the shot. So Hong Kong defence doing really well to get around Kelsey, who's like obviously 228 centimetres, very tall, but they're getting the tips, getting the intercepts, and they're struggling to find their shooters for Granada. Oh, stepping up.
I guess when you're defending somebody who's got such a big height advantage, you've really got to stop the ball before it gets to them.
Absolutely, Cookie, yeah. The idea is to stop it before it gets to the circle. So hands on, a lot of pressure in the mid-court, and particularly around the wing attack and centre. Hands over them.
So it's a good start to this quarter for Grenada so far.
Yeah, they've had a bit of possession in attack. Big pass into shooter. Ah, she's getting stronger hands, Kelsey. And just misses the shot. Kalani working hard. Lobbing into her. Contact Hong Kong and Grenada another goal. So Hong Kong leading 29-14, but with Grenada's possession. Grenada's got a pass. I think they're following their eye a little bit more, Cookie, into
pretty good run there from Grenada. I think Hong Kong need to stop the rot here. Good hands.
Nice intercept from the goal defence of Grenada. But they just can't quite control the pass out. So when you get an intercept, that's the biggest thing, Cookie. You've really got to try and convert it and maximise it. So, you know, you've got to sort of stop and get that nice pass out of the circle. Got a bit excited there by getting intercept. Nice pass into Crystal. I think there's obstruction there by goal defence. Sort of a bit of a wave into the face. Crystal looking very confident in shooting.
Hopefully that one will steady the Hong Kong nerves.
Oh, pass looking straight into Kelsey. Great intercept from Kalani. She managed to get that front position there. Pass in. Grenada getting another goal. So I think too, Kelsey's getting a bit more confidence, Cookie. So she's now into her second quarter. So they're looking for her more into the shooting circle. So turn around with Grenada. A little bit of momentum there with Grenada. Oh, Michelle being cheeky and thinking they're taking the play. Never miss an opportunity, Michelle. Nice. Oh, Kelsey open there in the circle.
Got to be said, she's on fire this quarter.
Yeah, definitely making a big comeback. So she's not moving much, but they're just able to lob straight into her. So Kalani and Tassie just going to be moving around trying to get that ball. And she gets it in. So just need also a bit of pressure there from the feeders. So Hong Kong just need to put their hands over that centre and bring attack a bit more. So Chris getting into the game of play. Christina. Michelle going for the long shot. Oh no, small pass off. Oh. Defence actually having a good quarter this way for Grenada. Goal defence has got a few intercepts.
Yeah. I would say that at the moment Hong Kong looks pretty rattled. Grenada has certainly got stuck into them. And Hong Kong playing with nowhere near the composure that they had the first two quarters.
Yeah, it shouldn't be much change because they've only made one sort of change in position, so they should be able to still keep that momentum up. But you're right, Grenada seem to have got into a second wind. Hong Kong have possession. So that goalkeeper's looking, trying to keep out the shooter, keeping out Michelle.
There's
Crystal's trying to hold.
Looks to me like Granada have got really busy on defence.
Yeah, they've definitely got it tighter, that's for sure. A lot more pressure in the circle as well. Moving around the player. Saying that as a contact call, I believe, from the goalkeeper. Looking a bit confused here. Right. Michelle looking for the short pass. Umpiring being pretty consistent this game, Cookie.
Certainly taking control at the moment. And I think Hong Kong have obviously broken that centre pass from Granada there. They now need to drive this advantage home.
Crystal looking a bit disappointed. He's got the call. Oh, change possession. Both out of play, Granada. So we've got 2-on-1 in the circle, looking for the short option of Michelle. Good lean from the keeper. So just not quite getting the goal in, Michelle. Crystal really holding well there. So yeah, a little bit rattled the first 5 minutes, not quite getting the goals in, and we were for the second quarter. But Hong Kong's still up though, 31-19, so still holding. Oh, good intercept from Mandy. Good pressure on Mandy from Hong Kong. Let's see what Granada does with this. Very aerial play, Granada, isn't it? All high balls.
Yeah. So I think Kelsey's got great height in there under the net, but she's not got the greatest, softest hands.
Yeah, definitely needs to pull it in a lot more. It's an age thing as well. If younger player hasn't got that probably experience. How many caps have we got with Kelsey? I think there's only about 4. Yeah, so fairly new into the international arena for netball. Might find as she gets through this tournament, that she sees a stronger hands, being more dominant in the play. Oh, good rebound, and she gets that in. I think she got a bit of a knock on the head.
I'm surprised anybody can reach her head.
I think that was Kalani's elbow. Oh, good pressure from Mandy. They're looking in again, going that long ball.
She is owning the circle at the moment.
Yeah, well, it's a bit of a comeback from Granada now. So it's only 10 goals in it, 31-21. So Hong Kong just need to put a little bit more pressure on defence as it's getting down to the Granada shooters, and I think we just need to have a bit more control in our attack. Oh, Kate's okay. Tough player, Kate. Shell working hard around the circle. Short pass to Crystal, and doesn't quite get it in. See the frustration on Crystal's face. A great turnaround from Hong Kong. Oh, contact there. Okay, good. Nice shot from Michelle. Waste opportunity from Granada, throwing it away. Just to sort of hold on to the ball a little bit and seeing the backup options. Lining up and
I think some of the inexperience coming out there.
Yeah.
But Hong Kong.
The Granada is sort of a younger team, but they've actually got quite a few caps amongst them. So a lot of the players have got over sort of 20 caps. Captain going over 80 caps, international caps. Hong Kong with possession. That centre's working hard for Granada. Very nippy. Crystal taking the shot. good shot from Hong Kong. So upping the lead a little bit there, Cookie. So we've got 33-21. So Hong Kong up by 12. Just over 4 minutes to go on the third quarter. Hong Kong getting the...
Pretty rough in the circle there for Crystal.
Yeah, they're definitely applying the pressure, the goalkeeper and goal defence.
I think however you look at it, this is a fantastic game for Hong Kong to start this tournament with. Great intercept there.
Yeah, from Kalani coming out of the circle. Oh, it is, and there was always a bit of nerves there from Hong Kong to begin with because they have never said before, well, they've never played Grenada. So it's definitely a different style of play. Grenada are sort of, I guess, a strong team. They play very aerial play. Hong Kong's very much used to playing the Asian teams, Singapore, Malaysia, short, fast games. So Kalani trying to get around there to get the hand over the ball, but Grenada get the shot. So just 12 in it. What was that breaking from Hong Kong? See if Grenada can bring the ball down. Oh, great intercept from Crystal. Reading the play really well. Goal defence got the contact call as well. Goal defence is playing a very close one-on-one defence. Goalkeeper not quite getting that round the player to get the ball, and Crystal getting the shot.
Lead back up to 13. So Grenada actually 3 goals to the better in this quarter.
Yeah. Oh, big pass into Kelsey again. She's getting her iron a bit more, Cookie. She's definitely not stronger than that second quarter, but more accuracy as well.
Well, she's actually, in that second quarter, she barely got the ball, which I think was down to the defence that Hong Kong were making sure that she didn't get the ball, but she certainly had a lot of ball under the net in this quarter.
That's true. So again, I think that's what Hong Kong just needs to put a little bit more pressure in that mid-court. Good hands with Chris. But really need to work hard with that goal attack and wing attack. Let's see what happens here. Quite good height in their goal attack as well for Grenada.
Yeah.
Over 6 foot. Big pass in. Oh, didn't quite get it. We got the tip. Oh, Cassie looks like she's fallen down. Mel, the physio's gone out.
So it was a pretty heavy contact there. Yeah, I think she caught an elbow in the face there. So a complete accident.
Yeah, it doesn't never good when the player's not moving straight after an injury. She's been having such a great game too, Tassie. It is hard as a defender because you want to go for the ball. So yeah, unfortunately you're going to be getting the elbows and the hands.
Yeah, she doesn't look good. Mel pot heater there, attending to her.
So Anne's coming in for Hong Kong. Looks like no changes to Grenada. She just looks a bit dazed.
She looks very dazed. In rugby terms, this is what we would call an HIA, head injury assessment.
Yeah. To be honest, you don't get much of those in netball, but I guess we've seen many in your day, Cookie, with the head injuries. Great game from Tassie. She had a really good defence.
I'm still suffering from many of those head injuries, unfortunately, Dan.
Okay, so we've got a new combination of defence. Oh. So Anne and Kalani have worked together before in the Nations Cup combo. Anne's a very energetic defender. She certainly works hard, and she's really quite got a lot of speed bringing the ball down the court as well through the midcourt. But Granada got the turnover, so let's see what they do with it. Got the shot. Oh, so we've only 10 in it now, so 35-25. So have you ever been concussed in rugby, Cookie?
Yes, I certainly played an era when it was considered a bit weak to leave the field for any reason, and so yeah, copped a few big bangs on the head in my time. But it's good to see, you know, in rugby and many other sports now, head injuries have been taken really seriously. And it's something you can't mess around with.
No, absolutely not. Yeah, there's strict protocol now, isn't there, for anyone with mild concussion. Oh, Clowney trying to go out there for the ball, but double defence against the shooter. And Hong Kong get the turnaround. Oh. Confusion? No, Granada. Good try there, Kalani. That offside centre. Oh, 6 seconds to go. Get in. Hong Kong needs to look into the circle right away. So 3 seconds to go. I don't think they're looking at the clock there, Cookie. Yeah, and end of third quarter. Such a shame. That was a good opportunity because they had the ball. We just need to do a long pass in.
Yeah, good turnover. So Granada picking up 5 goals on Hong Kong there in that quarter. So now only an 11 goal advantage. So I think that Hong Kong would be feeling pretty comfortable going into this final quarter.
Yeah, so I'm interested again to see if Robin wants to make any changes. I think we've got obviously now Tassie off, so we've got new defence. So if she wants to stick to the mid-court and the shooters the same, so let's see how it goes. I think Granada should be sticking to the same team and lineup because they were doing really well. Just had a bit more speed through that mid-court, a little bit more pressure, and obviously they could find the pass into the shooter this time.
Yeah, without doubt. I mean, they were putting pressure on Hong Kong all the way through the court there. Even in Hong Kong's goal third, they were putting pressure all the way through. It was good to see. Good to see.
Well, the signs are looking good out there on the courts there, Cookie. We've got the 2xU champion system, Fiji Water.
And Joint
Joint Dynamics. Yeah, it's great sponsorship from all of them. I might have some of my Fiji Water right now.
Absolutely. And I can see that the reporter from the South China Morning Post is in the house, Mr. Sam Agars. So hopefully he'll put a big write-up on the back pages tomorrow.
Oh, why would you not? It's a game of the century, Cookie.
Absolutely.
Always find, you obviously look at the papers, and first 3 pages is men's sport, and we have a little tiny one for women's sport. So hopefully we can sort of see now. I like to see in Hong Kong, we have got a bit more coverage from netball for the last couple of years, so that's good to see. We've got a good coverage from the Nations Cup in December. So hoping to get some great coverage in the next few days for this 4 nations. First time we've done the 4 nations actually, Cookie. Did you know that? We did tri-nations. So first time we've had the 4 teams.
Well, I think it's good because it means that you get 2 games per day and makes it a lot more even, a lot fairer as far as the games are concerned. So I can see Coach Manahera is getting pretty animated there with the girls. I think she's probably not too happy with what she's seen in that quarter.
Yeah, well they came on with such a strong first half, so obviously they lost a little bit of momentum that third quarter. But I mean, Hong Kong have got such good fitness, obviously from Mitch from Joint Dynamics and all the strength training they've done. But they should be able to keep the pressure up for the fourth quarter.
Absolutely.
But no, I think it's really exciting that this is the 4 nations now because it gives us more opportunity again for exposure for different teams. So traditionally we just had Asian teams coming over. We had Malaysia, we've had Sri Lanka, Singapore, we've had Thailand. So last year was the first time we had someone from outside Asia, was Zimbabwe, and they were great. As I said, just having them on the sidelines was fantastic. You can hear them from probably Hong Kong Island. So this year obviously having Granada, so fantastic they can come all the way over from the Caribbean.
It's got to be good for netball having 4 sides that are so tightly ranked together, because it actually validates the rankings to work out, you know, how accurate they are, and you know, it gives World Netball a good idea of exactly what's going on.
Absolutely, yeah. So really important. Every game is important, not just the finals, but every game you play tonight, Friday night, Saturday night. So Friday night we've got Ireland and Granada, and then we've got the Hong Kong Singapore, which is actually the Hong Kong Singapore Cup. So that'll be a big game starting at 8:15 tomorrow night. So let's go, fourth quarter.
Connie Wong is back into the action.
Back in wing attack. It was a strong combination with Connie, Michelle and Crystal. Connie definitely strong to the ball. Has that physical strength. So Connie standing at 180 centimetres is a very tall wing attack.
And
That's great.
She's certainly not scared to mix it either, so it's good to see.
No.
And I think she's also, for me, she's clearly one of the most experienced players that Hong Kong has, and she just brings a little bit of calmness.
Yeah, being captain of the team, she can control the team as well, so it's great having her on court. She's co-captain with Kate Jolly. But also Connie plays a goal attack, goal shooter as well, so she knows where the shooters want the ball. So that was a great feed from Granada into Kelsey again. So still a fairly tight game, 26-37. So just Hong Kong lead by 11. So obviously Hong Kong still needs to keep that pressure up. Oh, there's that little centre again. She's deceptive. Long arms for the goalkeeper. Great shot from Crystal. She takes a deep breath. Always nice to get that first shot in for each quarter.
Good pressure there again.
Must admit, as a defender, you always complain when the shooters don't get the ball in. I would never be a shooter though for quicks. Way too much pressure. Great shot from Michelle.
So looks to me like Connie's bringing some calmness and some structure back into the Hong Kong team here.
Yeah, she's just trying to keep moving and creating more options. There's centre again from Granada, getting an intercept. Oh, there's not that control though. Just need a bit more control from Granada. Oh, Crystal wide open there. All by herself in the circle and getting that goal in. So Hong Kong picks up the pace, fourth quarter.
So in terms of scoring now, 40-26. This was the final score of the first game, so it's been a pretty high scoring match.
Yes, exactly. Got a lot more opportunities for shooting. Oh, didn't quite get the control there, Kelsey. She got the ball, but needs to get the two hands over into it. Hong Kong bringing the ball down. There's Connie running more options, trying to get to the top of that circle. There's a wing attack and a centre. You want to be at that top of the circle because you better feeding options into the shooters. They're playing on and off. So Connie's off the circle, trying to come back on. Oh, goalkeeper putting the body on the line. By the end of this 4 days, Cookie, I'm sure they're going to be a bit bruised and battered. Going to be looking like a rugby game.
We'll certainly be given the joint dynamics physios are working out, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Great turnaround from Kalani. And that's a great thing now too with recovery after games. You've got the ice bars, so you know, no doubt the Hong Kong team will be going to ice bars straight after the game. So ready to fight it out again tomorrow against Singapore.
I was only talking with some of my old rugby colleagues a couple of days ago about the post-game protocols in rugby now. You know, protein drinks, ice baths, water. You know, a good protein meal, and some replacements for the fuel. When we used to come off the field, we had a beer. We had a beer in the changing room. Then we went and sat in a hot bath for half an hour, and then we went and drank a gallon of beer. And then we wondered why we felt stiff and sore the following day.
Those were the days, Cookie. Those were the days.
Well, I'm actually finding down the older I get, the better I was.
It's so true. I know the feeling. So Hong Kong maintaining possession and sort of dominating this fourth quarter.
Kate Williams, I'm loving your comment. She says she's really enjoying the commentary, the quality commentary.
Oh, we love you, Kate.
All I would say is, Kate, you probably need to get out a little bit more on a Thursday evening.
Where would you be tonight if you went in the netball, Cookie?
I would be down at Aberdeen Stadium with the Hong Kong Cricket Club rugby team training. They've got their final round of Premiership League rugby against Kowloon Rugby Club on Saturday.
Oh, is that a little silent plug there? A not so silent plug there for rugby, Cookie?
Absolutely.
But aren't you glad you're here with netball anyway? Way more fun. Way better fun. Connie working hard. Great intercept. Not quite open there. Crystal driving the baseline.
It's actually it's good to see that Grenada have actually come back into this game, and they're putting pressure on Hong Kong, although a little bit more control from Hong Kong in this final quarter.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, Hong Kong are going to be pushed hard tomorrow night against Singapore, so it's good for them to have a tough game tonight, or a good hit out tonight. And they've been able to try a few different combinations, although Robin sort of kept sort of the mainstream team together for this game. How old's Tassie? I see Tassie on the sideline with the ice pack on her head, recovering. Big pass into Kelsey.
And good pressure there.
Crystal asking for the ball. Bending the knees well and getting the shot in. On the side, releasing Crystal. Great shooting. So do your rugby mates know you're down here at the netball tonight, Cookie?
I haven't.
Well, they probably will now.
I certainly haven't made a big thing of it, but yeah, I'm sure that I'll get a few comments.
Oh, all for a good cause.
Absolutely.
Okay, all for a good cause. So Kalani working hard to try and get the ball in around Kelsey, but she just gets the goal in. So Hong Kong leading 43-28, up by 15. So pulling ahead a little bit more in this fourth quarter. Connie loves the bounce passes. Great one. Oh, was that offside, I think? Offside center. Big passing. That was a good bringing the ball down from Grenada, actually. They seemed to have really good flow. Oh, good defence. So Mandy getting the tip, but Kalani coming out there as backup as well. Good reading of the game. Looking for options into the shooting. So I see Ireland there at the end watching the game, so they'll be
just
settled
seeing
down.
that, clearly studying what's going on.
Yeah, because they'll be playing Grenada tomorrow. Early game at 5 o'clock.
The Irish team were pretty impressive.
Very strong. A lot of height as well in that team. So yeah, it'll be a good match up. Kalani just missing that. A good try. Good shot.
I wouldn't mind seeing Kelsey shooting stats. I think she'd be in the high 90s.
Yeah, definitely for the last two quarters. The first quarter she needed, or the second quarter of the game, she needed a bit of warm up, but she's been very accurate. She likes under the post, Kelsey, so she's got a little sweet spot, hasn't she? As all shooters do.
Absolutely.
Okay, just over 6 minutes to go for this fourth quarter. Passing in, oh, just missing it. Kalani. Oh, as we spoke, maybe we shouldn't have said that, Cookie. We put the curse on her. Third time lucky, maybe. There we go.
She's certainly got the ability to make the rebound every time she misses the shot, that's for sure. Good to see you are watching Caitlin Farrell.
Hello, Caitlin. I think Caitlin should be here. What are you doing at home, Caitlin?
So Caitlin was one of the famous crew that used to text me words, crazy words I used to have to say at the Hong Kong Sevens.
Oh. She's going to do that for you tonight again, Cookie. All right, so pressure's on. So we've got now 5 minutes to go. Hong Kong lead 45-32.
I think Hong Kong want to finish this game well, so that, as you say, they're going to have an ice bath, protein shake, and a meal.
Yeah, no beer, no wine.
And then they can sleep well and come back tomorrow.
Absolutely. And I think when you finish off well, then it's in that positive mindset for the next game. You know, you really want to have that sort of memory in your game, in your head of saying that we played well, so you're going to start off the next game really well as well.
Yeah. So Hong Kong definitely keeping their noses in front, and they've picked up the pace again, which is good to see.
Yeah, I think Hong Kong should be happy with their game. No any major mistakes. As I said, playing well as a team. Oh, great work from Kalani getting in front of the player. Ooh, and Kelsey going hard to the ball. So Granada get possession. Unlucky for Kalani, actually got front possession there. A bit of a height difference there between Anne and the goal shooter, but she's working hard to move around. Just got to go for those balls at the top of the circle. And that pressure from Hong Kong leaves our possession. So co-captain Kate Jolly's off this quarter. We've got Jessie on centre. So it's good to get that run around, isn't it, Cookie? Get a few more players on the court. Get that confidence up.
I think in any kind of tournament you want to try and give everybody a touch of the ball on the first game.
Well, particularly when Hong Kong looks like we're up. So we're up by 12. We've got a commanding lead, so we're trying to get as many players up there. Just getting that ball into Kelsey again. She's on that sweet spot and she doesn't move much from that right underneath the post, does she? Why would you? She's got the height. She gets the pass. It works.
It does kind of make, you know, they're very much a one-trick pony though. It seems like the only thing they're doing is lobbing it in high too there.
Yeah, they're probably just going to use that goal attack a little bit more, and perhaps she's got to move outside the circle, Kelsey, a bit to create a bit more space. So both shooters working hard to get that front position. Michelle puts the ball up, doesn't quite get it. Turnaround Granada. There we go. There she is, that one spot. Straight in. Oops. Doesn't quite get control. Okay, she's going again. She's been poking the eye. Oh, trying that long pass again. Good tip there from Kalani. Great defence from Kalani. She's worked really hard this game, and she's had a great game. Defence is really the backbone of the team, aren't they, Cookie?
Always. I would certainly have to say that sitting next to you. And
the workhorses, really.
And going home to my goal defence wife later on this evening.
Correct answer. Correct answer. Okay, so a minute 40 to go. Hong Kong really want to keep that pressure on. Oh, great pressure from Mandy. Again, she's had a great game this tonight. She's got a lot. She's there where she needs to be. Put a lot of pressure on that wing attack and managed to get a lot of turnarounds. She's still putting it up.
As you said, I think it's been a great hit out for Hong Kong. Game one. Well, it's game two of the tournament, but their first game. It'll be interesting to see how Singapore reacts to getting pretty soundly beaten 40-26 by Ireland. I don't think judging by their ranking, they wouldn't have expected such a tough game.
Yeah, no, I think they'd be disappointed with that game, but well, let's see how they come out tomorrow. I'm sure they'll be coming out hard against Hong Kong. Always a bit of a grudge match between Hong Kong and Singapore. I guess it's sort of like a Australia-New Zealand type of match. As I said, Hong Kong unfortunately just lost by, I think, 1 last year to Singapore in the rounds in the Nations Cup. So they'll be certainly looking forward to the rematch. So we're down to 22 seconds for the last quarter of this match. Hong Kong leading 48-37. Grenada last possession.
And finally, my wife Donna Baxter puts a comment on to let me know that she is, in fact,
cooking your dinner.
I don't see that happening somehow. So about 5 seconds to go, and Caitlin Farrell. In your dreams, Dan, she says, in your dreams.
Oh, okay, and well, there we go. Final game, final score, 48-38. So Hong Kong should be very, very happy with that as their first hit out. Even a little bit of a smile there, I think, a small smile from Robin.
So I guess with all these tournaments, it's important that you don't pick up too many injuries as you go through. 3 games to play.
Yeah, so hopefully Tassie can recover. Hopefully it's not too serious, and then she'll be back on court for next tomorrow. She's a great defender and a great combination with Tassie, so let's hope it's all okay. So, but thank you, Cookie, for commentating with me tonight. Been an absolute pleasure.
Been very, very enjoyable, and let's hope Hong Kong can continue with their winning ways tomorrow.
Absolutely. All right. We look forward to seeing everyone tomorrow. Live streaming again starts with our first game 5 o'clock, Ireland versus Grenada, and then the big game with the Hong Kong Singapore 8:15. But obviously the opening ceremony in between that. So I'm sure you'll be watching avidly there, Cookie.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot. Good night, Dan.
Good night, everyone.